to redefine your normal. There's no turning back. Let's embrace the change. In how we work, how we bond, and how we live. Let's challenge the ordinary. Recreate better days.
You ready? Go beyond watching and start living. Go start speaking and try inspiring. Go raise the volume and keep the vibe going. Go chase your passion and do what you're loving. Get ready to keep creating with our newest and biggest Go 50 with 5 gigabytes for all sites. Get ready for your next move. Recreate, go.
Welcome to Paghimamat. This is a cultural activity that signals Dumaguete's celebration of tea. This is performed annually by the creative community of Dumaguete, and this is done in relation to the celebration of the Sandurot Festival. So, what does Sandurot means? And what is the Sandurot Festival? Well, Sandurot is a Bisaya or Cebuano word that means to mingle, but it's no ordinary mingling. It is done in the name of peace, friendship, and harmony, embodying the inherent qualities that capture the spirit of Dumaguete. Listen, do you hear that? That's the sound of the bujong, the sound of the sea, and it calls us to remember where we come from, how we came about, and how this home we call Dumaguete comes from the mists of the past to become what it is today, a meeting place of blood, of ways and aspirations. I come with you to the edge of the deep blue of these Visayan seas to remind you of our history, how this village of Dumaguete once came about, shaped and caressed by the waters, an outpost of a great maritime kingdom that once flourished here. It is the sea that connects all of us eventually, and so this is where we begin. Consider the ancient people of Buglas, the Manayans, the Carolanos, the Ambaks, the Bukidnons, the Etas. They peopled this land and harvested bounty from it, and from the sea as well, and in that forgotten history they thrived. The sea touches the islands and connects them seamlessly, but it is in the land where we made our home, where we forged the beginning of our identity and our sense of place. Where the seas inspire an imagined world of the other, the earth is the locus where dreams are realized. It begins to root us, to locate us in our idea of home, our dreams of a community, our sense of belonging. From the Dumaguete sprang Dumaguete. Come out of the beauty of the red earth in its bowels. The Pulang Yuta is transfigured earth, the merging of all the elements, the earth, the water, the air, and fire, and the heart of that merging is the human industry and creativity. We present to you now the Pulang Yuta Dance. It is performed by Foundation University's Bugla Sayao, choreographed by Vic June Osete. Music is composed by Jem Talarong.
was beauty and grace. Its people, a hardworking kind, who tilled its land, tamed its mountains, and harvested its seas. And then they came, these people from distant lands, awed by the island's beauty. Behold, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, conquistadores from Spain. From Bohol, he spies the distant island enveloped in the mists, and he tells his men to claim it in the name of the King of Spain. And thus the Spaniards came to our shores, leaving a lasting impact on our lives. And they brought with them a new name for our island. Gone was the old name of Buglas, and in its stead, our land was christened Negros, after the skin of the inhabitants that Legazpi's men saw. And with the Spaniards also came a new faith, and a culture adorned by pageantry and processions and rituals, all with flair for color and passion. But it wasn't always Western pageantry and Castilian merriment. There was also the need to claim more land and more bounty. And so the Spaniards set their eyes on nearby Mindanao, lured by its vastness and by its promise. They were never able to claim it, and once the Spanish stronghold of Fort Caldera in Zamboanga fell, the South, with its proud and hardy people, struck back. And from these unconquered people came vengeance in the form of the Zhongay, fast seafaring fleets that bore raiders bent on Dumaguete. And this was how our village gained its name, from Dumaguete, when many of our people were pirated away to new destinies and fates in the world down south, away from the ransacked homes they once knew. From Dumaguete came Dumaguete. Naming ourselves this way was our fierce response to tribulation, and it tested our resolve and our strengths and our ingenuity. From the ashes and ruins of many rounds of Dumaguetes over a century, we began to build, and we built strong. Dumaguete from 1755 to 1760 remained untouched from the ravages of the Dumaguetes that continued everywhere else in Negros. And at the center of this period of peace was the courageous priest named Don Jose Manuel Fernandez de Cetain. He built a fort that would transform Dumaguete from a sleepy seaside village to a town of great importance. The fort was strong, and inside it, Father Cetain built a grand church and a convento, dedicated to the town's patron saint, Saint Catherine of Alexandria, the saint who promised protection to its people from the incursions of the ravagers. And protection Saint Catherine of Alexandria gave, the saint stepping out of her pedestal at the church at night to wander through the fields of the town, gathering amorseco seeds at the hem of her gown, and straight to the beaches of Dumaguete, where she would face the sea and spy the incoming invaders and stop the ravaging boats from going on shore, pushing them back down to the south, never to return again. In Saint Catherine, we see the strength of character of the Dumaguetans, fierce and unbowed in the face of great danger. We present the Filipino indigenous martial arts of Arnis and Eskrima, which predates the coming of the Spaniards to the archipelago, performed by the Dumaa Eskrima International. At a time when our communities operated in small barangays, how then did this martial arts practice would have been used? The next dance is performed by the Kahayag Dance Company, choreographed by Dilzari Resentes. And music, Katulog na Palangga, is composed by Henrik Stubil and lyrics by Elizabeth Susan Suarez.
soon, the Americans came to Dumaguete at the turn of the 20th century. Its Protestant missionaries came with the aim of teaching, of healing, and of preaching. With the schools they built also came the richness of the performing arts. And from our neighbor in the north, from the Middle Kingdom, came Chinese adventurers, lured first by the tales of distant islands and later by the allure of trade. And so, they also came to our shores, allowing for the flourishing of trading and business in an increasingly vibrant city. Such is the forging of our place, of our home, and of our everlasting memory. A story of coming together. A story of different people from here and from far away, bringing in their unique influence to build a common future, a common destiny. A story shared by everyone. The story of Dumaguete is the story of Paghimamat, a gathering together, witnessed by the waves of the Visayan Sea caressing our shores, by the breeze that flies from the mountain ranges of Talinis. It is the story of all sojourners who have shaped the life of lived culture of Dumaguete City. The ancient people of Buglas, the passionate Spaniard, the fierce raider from the south, the proud American, the wise China woman, all of them built a place where the confluence and mingling of cultures and peoples have made Dumaguete the city of the Sandurot. This is a city that continues to welcome and charm and provide a warm home to all. This is a place where the confluence and mingling of tastes and rhythms and colors and sensibilities have made it a city of the Sandurot. We continue to evolve as the city unceasingly captivates more people into its gentle and genteel community. Performing next are our Sandurot Festival dancers, choreographed by Angelo Saison. Music Mag Sandurot is composed by Jem Talarok. Lyrics by Norris Wagas. Recording engineer Jerry Catarata. And sung by Dayan Diao. Magsandurot na ta! We will see you next September for the 2021 Sandurot Festival.
you.